Welcome back to the Sandbar playbook. It's been a couple weeks, y'all. I had finals. I'm finally done with them now. So I'm back, ready to make some more videos for you guys. And it's not just gonna be power rankings, it's gonna be playoff videos, right? Who's my MVP? Who's my defensive player of the year? Uh Soon after the football season we got the World Cup coming in the US. I'm here in Dallas, so I've already got tickets to one match. And I'll definitely be showing you all some videos of that. And I'll be going to interview World Cup fans all around. And of course, we got the NBA season after football is done. So we've got so many videos to make and watch. And it's going to be a very, very fun time, y'all, this winter and this summer. It's going to be awesome. So thank y'all so much for still tuning in, even after that little 2 week break. 2 weeks with no power rankings, but now I'm back. And guys, here's the washed up from last time I had a video week 13 power rankings. Now it's week 16 power rankings, and in week 14 I actually made a power rankings, and I never came out with the video because I didn't have time. But I was gonna take off the Falcons and the Raiders, I think. Um, and now of course there's been teams that have got eliminated. So the Cardinals, the Commanders, the Bengals, and yes, the Chiefs. The team that I was so high on all year in my predictions, in my power rankings. I kept them in my top five almost the whole time. And they have now been eliminated. I will say though, in my week 14 power rankings that I didn't come out with, I did have them at like 8 or something. So I did take them out of my top five, okay? But yeah, I didn't expect this. Um, they are eliminated and they are washed up. Now let's get right in. So only 19 teams left now for my power rankings. Number 19 is the Colts. So yeah, Philip Rivers, I do not believe in him. The Colts go down to 19. Number 18 is the Panthers. This team really could have taken over the division. They lose that one. And this team is not one of the best teams in the league. It's not close to it. Number 18. Number 17 is the Steelers. A team that's actually going to win their division, it seems like, right? It'd be very hard for them not to win it. Uh, yeah, but they're at 17. They're not one of the best teams in the league. 17 for the Steelers. Number 16 is the Chargers. What could this team have been without all those injuries? Next year, I think I'll be pretty high on them. Next year might be a great year for them, but for this year, I don't see anything great happening for this team. Number 15 is the Buccaneers. Besides the Chiefs, maybe the most disappointing team of the season. Even before the season, I had high expectations. I know a lot of people had high expectations for them. Then they come out to a really hot start at the beginning of the year, especially with like Luka too going crazy, even with Godwin and Mike Evans out, and you think, wow, Bucky Irvin's coming back, Mike Evans coming back, Chris Godwin's coming back. What can they be? Well, they've been pretty bad. So very disappointing. Pretty much a garbage year for this team, to be honest, with the expectations that they have. And number 15. Number 14 is the Jaguars. Now, remember, I'm the Jaguars guy. I'm the one who told you that they were going to be 12-5. Nobody else said that in the world. Nobody else in the world. If you can find someone in the world that did that, I'll probably say it's AI. Okay, so I told you that they were going to go 12-5. It's looking like they're going to do exactly that. And but even though I'm the Jaguars guy, I'm realistic. I still have him at 14. I'm not in my top 10. Even with that big performance out of Trevor Lawrence, he's not going to do that every week. Maybe the best performance of his career. Number 13 is the Ravens. So this Ravens team, they get a big win, but I need to see them be consistent because I was very high on them, and just week after week after week, Lamar did not play good at all, and the Ravens were not playing good. If they can play like that, obviously they're probably a top 10 team, but I don't know if they can. So number 13 right now for the Ravens. And number 12, the Texans. Maybe I think a little underrated. I haven't heard too much talk about the Texans, and they really should. I would understand if they're in your top 10, to be honest. Now, a lot of people don't like CJ Stroud as much as I do, but I have a lot of confidence in him, and of course, the defense is great, and they got the receivers. So yeah, they don't have the offensive line, but this team can definitely make some stuff happen. Remember last year, they could have beat the Chiefs in the playoffs when the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make a little playoff run this year. Number 11 is the Bears. Not making it into my top 10, but still a very good team to me. Yeah, they have an amazing record, but in the biggest games they haven't proven enough to me to be in my top 10. They're right outside number 11. All right, now getting into my top 10. Got a little new format. Let me know in the comments if you like this new top 10 format. You can kind of see where all the teams are compared to each other. But number 10 is the 49ers, right above the Bears. Yeah, they're barely in this one. Christian McCaffrey, though, he has been playing awesome, and he might have to be my MVP when I make that video. Number 9 is the Eagles. So the Eagles are a hard one because they have not been playing up to the way they could have. Jalen Hurts in my fantasy league, actually, with my rules, he got -7 points in his game a couple weeks ago. When your quarterback gets -7, even fantasy football obviously isn't football, but you can tell that your team is not doing so good. But even when they do bad, it's hard to move the Eagles down too much because they have so many good pieces that, like we just saw, they can just go off any week. So I still have the Eagles in my top 10. They're at number 9. Number 8, though, is the Cowboys. Cowboys did a couple losses. All of a sudden, people kind of treat them like nothing again. This team has shown me all year that they're definitely one of the best teams in the league, okay? I'm not going to overreact after the last 2 weeks. This Cowboys team is still in my top 10. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but right now, they're in my top 10. They're number 8. They deserve it. Number 7 is the Seahawks, so I've been saying it all year. Sam Darnold. I don't really want to move him up too much more. Sam Darnold. Number 6 is the Packers. Wow, they lose Tucker Kraft for the whole season. They lose Micah Parsons now for the rest of the season. I've heard some people say, throw their Super Bowl hopes out the window. I don't think that. I think they still have a great chance to win the Super Bowl. I mean, there's so many other teams that no one's really made set themselves too far apart, except for the one team that, of course, if you watch me, I think has set themselves apart. But besides that, everyone's very close. So the Packers are still in this thing, but yeah, it's very very tough for them. That's why they're at 6. They lost Micah Parsons. Number 5 is the Lions. Uh, this team, some weeks they're awesome, and you think, wow, hey, this Lions team is still doing it. They can still be the best team in the league. And other weeks you say, okay, this is why they lose in the first round every time they play, right? The first game they play in the playoffs. That's why they lose. But number 4 is the Bills, probably the most inconsistent team in the league. You see what happens when they get on a roll, that crazy comeback versus the Patriots, but you can also see that they went down so much in the first place, and they've been losing and winning, and then they lose a huge game, they win a big game. They got to be consistent for me. Of course, Josh Allen can, win any tight game for them. So that's going to be, in the biggest games and in the playoffs. The fact that they have him is a huge plus versus the other teams in my top 5, but they got to be more consistent, the rest of those guys, and even Allen too. Number 4 is the Bills. And then at number 3, hey, this might be a little shocker if you were watching my earlier videos. Number 3 is the Broncos. They keep winning and winning and winning, and I haven't moved them up. I didn't. It took me a while to move them up, but don't forget that I liked the Broncos before the season. I think I predicted them to go 11-6, so I like them. I just needed to see more out of them, and now I've seen it. They're at number 3. They keep winning and winning, and this could be their year, really. And at number 2 is the Patriots. Yeah, they lose, but I still like them a lot. Travion Henderson going off. Um, you know, teams lose like that sometimes, right? It's not gonna make me move them down right now. And then number 1, yeah, if you've been watching me, you probably knew this already. Number 1, it's the Rams. They're just the only team to separate themselves a little bit, and not a crazy amount, right? There's still so many teams around this little pack this year, but the Rams and the Bills really are the teams in the best of the best that have the experience. And the Rams have the Super Bowl winning quarterback and the Super Bowl winning coach. And they have the 2 great running backs. They have 2 great receivers. They have the great defense, maybe the best in the league. And it's just, right? When you think about it, you're like, okay, how are they going to lose then, right? It's pretty hard for them to lose in the playoffs. And it's pretty hard for them to lose in these last few games to close out the season. So the Rams are my number one. Guys, it's getting so exciting though. The playoffs are almost here. I'm ready. Let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. I'll definitely be coming out with my playoff predictions or my playoff picks when it's time. And it's been a great NFL season this year. So many things have gone crazy that I expected. So many things have gone crazy that I never had any thought of. Like the Colts coming out so hot. You have the Chiefs not making the playoffs, but then you also got the Eagles being 9-5. I predicted them 9-8, and I think if Jaden Daniels was still playing, that would happen, right? I think you can see that now. Remember, now it's like a people say the Eagles might miss the playoffs. Before in the regular season or before the season, when I said it, it was, hey, never talk about sports again, right? But so many crazy things this year. It's been an awesome year. Thank you for being part of this with me, and I'm excited for the next NFL season. All right, I'm really excited. I'm already thinking, okay, this is who I'm gonna predict. All right, I know. But let's see who finishes up this season. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for supporting the Sandbar Playbook. My name is Aiden Agizio. If you want to watch another video, you can click here. If you want to subscribe, you can click right here. So thank you so much. Make sure you comment what you thought, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.